Hello, this is Plum Silver, and I'm going to do here a draw on the latest plane crash, which again is another tragedy within a few days. It's unbelievable. I, I'm like so sorry for the victim, the people on the ground, and I was just saying, the other one was over water and like it could keep people away, but this one was right in a public place near malls, and I'm sure there was people very hurt from this. We're not going to know everything right away. They're going to have to do a lot of searching, obviously. Now, funny, from the same draw that I had for the other plane crash, the ringmaster end up in the same spot, and that's in the future. But this one has like a ransom or a note left and evidence or a statement. So there's going to be some paperwork that is going to show there was like some messages going on. Maybe there were like messages that were written on social media about it, and maybe that's how we're going to end up like hearing that and seeing there was a planned outcome for this. And there was a ransom maybe asked, and there's going to be DNA evidence to show these people they were like stranger, unknown to all of us, but they're gonna get known through this. But this was some kind of an undercover situation of like maybe trying at the top here, evidence of a scandal that were trying to there's gonna be evidence of a scandal that they were trying to cover up, or they had, and maybe they had an attack, or they just basically trying to hide by having an explosion. Who knows? That's possible. There was a disappointing outcome because there was a planned outcome, but it was disappointed. So something maybe had to just blow up. It didn't work the way they wanted to, because there was a crime of passion, and then there was also blood and alcohol related. Well, blood, it could be like, I think it goes with the DNA evidence. Maybe there's some evidence of that there were in this plane, or who was carrying it, that showed evidence of something, of a crime and underground, or who could be connected to it. And there was something, a wheel of fortune is like a payback, you see, things like, that's why it was a payback. There, I almost think there was an attack, because I've got the rocket space card here at the top, and I wanted to know what that card represent. So went to get 3 tower card, and the first one that came out was the 9 of Wands, which is a wounded. He's like a victim, but he's standing up again. He stand up, and that means he might have been this person or the victim, who it is, a group. Maybe it's a group of people. They it was about victims. They stood up and made the attack, because my question was on this card. And then the 2 cards to complement it, the one that was at the bottom of the deck and one at the top, we have the Empress, and we got the 4 of Cup. The 4 of Cup is like, you see it like he didn't even see it coming, He's not even seeing it coming. So it was like a surprise attack, because something, it was like time to pay back. There was a disappointed outcome, so they had to plan an outcome for this. And now I have a feeling, because we got social media here and social media here. So there might be gonna be rumors in the social media about some evidence and statements and notes that were left, and DNA evidence, or it may not be DNA, but then again, we got the DNA, and then we got the card, the blood here, drugs, alcohol, blood. I wouldn't think that, this plane was like, somebody under the influence of alcohol, because this is about like some evidence that might be blood related, to let us know who the people are. Maybe when they're going to start searching who the people were in there, and then we're going to end up having like check the evidence, and might find out there was a ringmaster, an organization that were doing something, because this is a payback. You see, right at the beginning is like, this started with a payback. And then look at the card, the Wheel of Fortune. There's like a fire there, and it's like, well, things are just turning around, and almost like the wheel kind of says, well, things have not been planned the way it is now. We just have to, the outcome was so disappointing. Something happened. Maybe they didn't get their ransom, so they had to plan another outcome. But there's evidence of a scandal there too. You see, we got the card, the evidence of a scandal that is undercover. There was something undercover, military undercover thing. Who knows? I don't see military cars. I'm not going to assume anything like this. I'm just kind of showing the guilty party here and the passion, a crime of passion. So it was like, basically, when you have a crime of passion, is somebody who decides, they were afraid of like evidence of a scandal. So maybe there was something that had to be hidden, or like, there might have been a threat. I'm not seeing, but there's ransom here and or note left. And then we also have statements. So it's something there's evidence, there's evidence that had to be destroyed probably, maybe that's what it is. And check the timing. So that might be the timing that something else is happening at the same time, maybe because we're looking at two crashes at the same time. I don't know if they're related. The only thing I could just say, check the timing, because we got this Ringmaster organized card again, right in the same position of the last draw. So I'm like, is this draw here telling me that they're related? And then that was an attack. So there you go. Anyway, hopefully you like this sort of we will call it an investigation into the story. And this is just cards saying what we could see. And because if we count on the media, the rest is all going to be like the media, social media, rumors and everything. We just never know like what's going to be given to us as information. But there's a lot of stuff on the ground, so it's going to be hard not to hide it. So I have a feeling that's why we have the social media and the media. There's going to be something talked about it, and it's going to show something. There was fishy about that for this plane just to be crashing down like that, like because this card shows the image. You see, that's like the wheel here it's a public place. That's where you get these wheels. It's like innocent people are like riding on this, and there was a payback, and it blew up right there. And that's right at the beginning of it. And that, you see, these two cards, usually they're at the bottom of my deck after I lay these, and I always place them at the end because it holds these stored together. There's evidence and it was payback. So just these two words could say a lot right there. Okay, hopefully you like this. Thank you.